Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you, the beautiful viewer. Do not skip ahead. This is very important. This is a very interesting reading. I have not done one like this before. In fact, I'm a little nervous that I might not be able to even deliver on what I'm seeing, but I do intend on communicating exactly what spirit is communicating and the energy in the cards. But this reading is about the person you came here about, the person on your mind, and whether this connection, there's more to it than whatever you're assigning to this connection, either through limerence, and you can look that meaning up online, which is you're putting a lot of weight, fantasizing or a buildup of a connection here that is more grandiose or built up in your mind due to a trauma or an attachment here to a certain person. Now, you know how I feel about twin flame, but now I'm kind of thinking, you know, there could be a lot of us out there who are attributing some sort of spiritual experience based on a trauma or based on an attachment or based on someone that might not be exactly as we are assigning kind of a role to. All right, so in very simple terms, we will ask spirit to see if there is more to this connection than what you're attributing in your mind, if it is a state of limerence or stemming from an attachment or something that you're building up here. So this reading is not for everyone at all. And in fact, I would encourage you to come with your highest sense of intuition here, because I will do a quick energy check at the beginning, and if it sounds like your pile, then your person may certainly be your own energy here, because that does happen where you tap into your own energy. And if that's the case, it could also mean that your person is mirroring or reflecting you, or it could just be your energy. So you kind of have to really understand what it is that you're resonating here. Use your intuition, and I will do my very best to see what we see here. My intention is always to heal, and I am highly spiritual, so I am not saying that these magical spiritual connections do not exist, although sometimes it may be difficult for those of us healing or stuck in some sort of trauma bond or some sort of spiritual trap where we're assigning something that is a fantasy onto another here. Okay, so use your own discretion. I'm only here to help heal and deliver whatever message I'm getting here from spirit. And if it's too traumatic for you to hear whatever I am going to deliver, then there's plenty of other readings out there for you. All right, so thank you so much for stopping by. And for those of you guys returning, I am so blessed, so grateful. Thank you so, so much. So pile number one, we have this beautiful purple bird. Pile number two, the yellow bird. And pile number three, we have the pink bird. So purple, yellow, pink, 1, 2, 3. Pause the video. If it sounds more like your energy, then could very well be you've tapped into your own energy. All right, so keep an open mind. I will do a quick energy check at the beginning of every pile. Feel free to go check that out, and I will see you soon. Hello, my gorgeous pile number one. If you picked the purple bird, I sure hope you did not skip the intro. If you did, I would suggest you go back. However, I know some of you guys will not go back, so I'm going to repeat some of that. This video is intended to heal. We're going to ask spirit to get to the bottom of the connection on your mind, the person on your mind, and whether there is more weight behind this connection, meaning is there more significance than what you're assigning? Is it all kind of made up in your mind? Now, you could certainly have a spiritual connection with your person, although it could be a state of limerence where we're assigning some sort of fantasy ideal based on a trauma, based on a healing that needs to happen, which could certainly be the case here. So only you know, and we will be taking a look at what spirit wants to communicate. Now, before I get into that piece of it, we're going to do a quick energy check here for you guys. Beautiful pile number one. And if you resonate with this first part, chances are you'll resonate with the back half, but it could certainly be your own energy. And if that's the case, you might want to go check out another pile. Although, please bring your intuition because it could be your person mirroring you as well. So you'll have to be in tune with any sort of nuances, although this is a collective reading, so not everything is going to resonate. If you are looking for a private reading, you can certainly reach out, but I will do my best to kind of stick to what it is that Spirit is saying and trust that we'll get the answers we need to hear in order for us to heal, release, or add some confirmation here to help you in your beautiful journey. Spiritual people, I love you very much. Let's take a look at what Spirit wants to communicate for you. So Spirit, thank you so much for pile number 1. Can you please communicate? So pile number 1 knows that indeed this is their pile with their person that they've tapped into. Thank you so, so much. I am so blessed, so grateful, and thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. This is a timeless reading. Page of Swords in reverse. Spirit is saying to leave the cards as they come out for this reading, and that is what I will do. Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. 5 of Wands in reverse. Star. Why is the Page of Swords in reverse? Knight of Pentacles. Why is this Queen of Wands in reverse? 4 of Wands. Queen of Cups in reverse, clarified by the 6 of Cups in reverse. The Magician clarifying the 5 of Wands in reverse. And finally, the Star clarified by the 6 of Swords. And we have confirmation for those of you guys looking for zodiac signs. We have lots of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. We also have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we have some Virgo, Scorpio with Mercury here. Now, it doesn't have to be, oh, and Aquarius as well. It doesn't have to be in your birth chart. It could be in your person's birth chart as well, or just energies around you. All right, so I'm trying to be very diligent in this reading as to not steer you away. So this seems to be quite a challenging connection. And I feel for some of you guys, either you or your person, most likely your person, is in another connection here and is not moving on or stuck on some sort of memory or experience that they had with somebody else. Okay, and this could be somebody that they first fell in love with, or somebody that was really a significant, important relationship to them. And I feel like this person can't really move on, or at least this is your energy tap in. So you're aware of your person. Either you believe your person to be hung up or stuck on a person, place, or thing of the past. Most likely some sort of a person that they are unable to move on or away from here. And they could have very well been married to this person or committed to this person at some point in time. And this person that you came here about is not very nice. And what I mean by not very nice is they're kind of challenging this whole connection. They're not really wanting to commit or to come together, although you do know that they're attracted to you. This is moving very, very, very slowly, and there's a lot of conflict here around manifesting something here in the 3D world. So you haven't really grounded anything here. It might just be all passion or talk. You guys could definitely be in love with each other. There could definitely be a soul recognition. You could certainly be identifying as twin flames here with the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Wands side by side. There is a lot of hope and desire, most likely distance between you guys, and neither of you guys can kind of get out of either this state of moving forward, either away from them, or they seem to be kind of stuck in a state of things not getting better. There seems to be conflict around this conversation, and your person seems to be a little immature, or just really, really, really moving slow at times, not moving at all. Okay, so, and Spirit is saying that there might be some discussion, or has been some discussion, or some sort of idea here on the table about travel or moving towards one another at some point in the far future, or that was the hope or desire or discussion or what you guys were supposed to manifest, although it's been there's been some conflict around that. That was a message for somebody out here, just to give confirmation. All right, so now I'm going to go grab your oracles that I pre-shuffled, have not looked at them, and we will take a look at your answer. Give me a minute. All right, hello, pile number 1. I got your oracle cards here. We will take a look. Like I said, please listen to the intro because I did issue a trigger warning here if you're not prepared to hear this. We will be taking a look to see if your person is indeed the person you came here about, if there's something more to this connection than what you're attributing to it, either through some fantasy in your mind or giving it more weight than this connection actually is about here in reality, or at least that the other side, the other person is, actually feeling this connection as intensely, or at least there's an identifier here that there's something more to this connection. All right, so we have, it is safe for you to shine. Beautiful. We have Eaton with seduction. I was going to say in your energy check in there, I was kind of feeling devil vibes there. More of like an attachment or an inability to move on or away from the connection here. So with Eaton's seduction, I am feeling that kind of devil vibe. We have success in transformation. Beautiful. We have align yourself with love and wisdom, Sun in Pisces, higher purpose. Beautiful. We have burial ground. All right, interesting. We have centering with Parthiva Mudra. And focus. Present to my body, I am perfectly centered. Okay. Number 9. And we have creator, catalyst, maker, mother, father. Number 9 coming out again. 9 is also the hermit in the tarot, which is all about introspection, getting centered. And also 9 is September for Virgo. Month of September could be significant. It is also the house of wisdom, travel, philosophy, higher education, religion, and learnings here. So we were seeing travel kind of coming into play here. So we have here 35 perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. We have work, career, and crossroads with upskill. Work, career, and crossroads, upskill. We have workaholic right beside work. Interesting. We have full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions. Let us move this over slightly so we can fit more of these cards here. I get really ambitious with the oracle cards soon. I'll be like reading 1,000,000 of them on the table here, but don't you worry about me. Some days it's messages in many cards. Some days it's many messages in one card. Okay, Knight with 33. Cool your emotions. Full moon in Aries. Knight with 33. Not the right time. All right. And bravery with oceans. Look at her arms are out. Number 30. Her arms are out. Okay, and this always kind of gives me the traveling as well with the earth here. We have taking action. I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. And we have 2 more. We have mending with 52. And we also have walking away with 27. All right, so the message is actually a lot clearer than I thought I would see here. There's a lot. Sorry, I'm just kind of trying to put it where I can see it and understand it. Okay. My beautiful pile number 1. My brave, beautiful pile number 1, seeking the truth of this connection. So, there is definitely something very sacred about this connection, 100%. I do feel like there's a higher purpose here. I feel like there's a message coming in very strong for you to trust in where this connection is leading you specifically. And it's also allowing you to shed a lot of stuff here that no longer serves you. This is a huge connection in bringing you closer to self, bringing you closer to allowing your heart to love, allowing yourself to utilize the wisdom of your experience to share love on this earth and to get closer to your authentic self, how you're able to see things. I do feel, though, that this really isn't the right time in both of you guys coming together here. Specifically, obviously, we saw circumstances here. Your person, it did appear to me like they were either hung up on somebody needing to really do the heart work in order to let go of a person, place, or thing. And if they are in a third party type situation there, or a memory of the past, it is difficult for them to move forward. Although Spirit is saying that the purpose of this whole connection here is very twin flamey. I mean, we were seeing the Four of Wands and the Six of Cups, but with the catalyst here and the mending, okay, and the higher purpose, I do feel like coming together is allowing you guys to put to rest anything here that is traumatic, anything here that's heavy for both of you guys on both sides. So clearly it's not the right time spiritually to come together, because Spirit knows bringing you guys together will have to come in divine timing. If it's done sooner than it needs to happen, then things might pan out completely different. So whatever's supposed to happen needs to happen in divine timing. So you are kept in the dark here with night. And I do feel like it is very difficult for you to kind of stay focused or trusting the process here, because I do feel like there's very intense attraction. There's very intense pull to your person with seduction and cool your emotions. I do feel like emotions start to blind, and I do feel like you're wanting to take action. You're wanting to make things happen. You're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to be brave and face whatever this is here. And I feel like your person is potentially being distracted here. I do feel like they're focusing a lot on their work here, rather than maybe potentially, if they are in a third party type situation, really asking the tough questions as to, are they content? And if they are hung up on some sort of situation from the past that they can't move forward, they're distracting themselves with work here, okay? Or maybe they have a creative passion that they're involved with here, and they're using that to kind of distract themselves to not have to go get centered, not have to do the reflection here and the shadow work, which is very painful. And I do feel like Divine Feminine generally starts that process, or one partner generally starts that process, is the you know, the maker, waker, shaker of the connection. And I do feel like what Spirit is saying very loudly here is that there is a sense of understanding your frustration, but to trust that just the timing's not right. And there is an understanding that you do feel like walking away here, or at least you might have attempted walking away, or your person. I do feel like there could potentially be a doubt here. I mean, you're here watching this video, so there is a doubt whether this is, you know, something that means something here. But I feel as though deep down there's something very transformative about this connection here. So I do feel that it is, I see how you could be torn, but Spirit is saying it is safe for you to shine, for you to be your authentic self, for you to continue in believing in the higher purpose, to understand this is not the right time, to know that you are mending your heart space, you are putting to rest a lot of stuff that you're not supposed to be carrying here. There's huge transformation. You are centering yourself now. This doesn't mean that when your person is ready that all of a sudden you're going to be ready. This just means you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing with this person at this point in time, in order for you to create what you're supposed to create for yourself. Okay, lots about being opening the door to a higher purpose, to create with Creator here, with the higher purpose. And I do feel like what Spirit wants you to do is still continue to take action in your own life, is continue to keep moving forward, is continue to, if you must, walk away in order for you to pursue whatever you're pursuing, to allow yourself to do that and trust the process, because now is not the right time. And I do really sense here that both parties are kind of having to walk whatever states they're having to walk. Now, how far along the person here on your mind is in this process, I don't know, because I feel like they're still distracting with work specifically, and I feel that is kind of an answer somebody here needs to hear, because I do feel like, especially if there is a third party energy here, like an actual person, that it might be very painful. I can only imagine. And I don't know how this is really supposed to help, but it's just identifying where your person is at. So if it's taking your person quite some time, is because instead of dealing with maybe where they're needing to deal with an issue with the person or look at a situation in their heart space, they're choosing to distract themselves, which could delay things. So now's not the time. Until your person is ready to do it, you're kind of kept in the dark here. And they are trying to keep a rein on their emotions with cool your emotions here, because it is an intense thing. All right. Now, if they don't have another person per se, they're still needing to face their heart space and deal with traumas, or at least look at it in order to be open to transform. You know, but they're, again, distracting with work stuff here, or creative pursuits. Although there is, and I feel like because we have seduction here and cool your emotions, and I am seeing 2 cards, I do feel like your person is feeling this connection as intensely as you are. And I know that it may be kind of triggering to allow yourself to feel these emotions, as it is safe for you to shine, but then it is also troubling, because it may leave you in a state of being in the dark and having to just trust that there's something greater here that you are putting to rest. But that is the message I'm seeing here from Spirit. So interesting. If this resonated, leave a like, leave a comment. I'm curious to see what we see in the other pile. This didn't sound to me like a whole bunch of mirroring, or it's mirroring, but you would know that this is your person here, because there were very specific clues I think Spirit gave, and I'm thankful for Spirit's not paintbrushing this energy in one big bundle, and I was able to clearly articulate what I'm seeing here. So I do feel like I delivered the message sufficiently, and I do wish you guys well on your journey. All right, I will see you soon. Bye. Well, beautiful pile number 2. You picked the yellow bird. Now, if you haven't listened to the intro, please, I highly suggest you go back there. I don't suggest you watch this video until you hear the caveat, and since I don't trust people, I trust you, of course, but I want to do my due diligence. I will repeat the most important message here. If you're not ready to hear, if this is going to be triggering for you, then this might not be the video for you. I haven't done a video like this yet, but now I have pile number 1 under my belt, so I'm pretty confident I can deliver this message. The message we ask Spirit is this connection with the person you came here about, something you're building up in your mind due to some sort of attachment, some sort of fantasy, some sort of spiritual idea you have in your mind, and it is kind of this, this attachment to a fantasy rather than this connection actually carrying some weight or being something significant, something more than whatever you're assigning in your mind, all right? Because it's easy for us to attach ourselves on an idea, a fantasy based on a trauma, based on a past, based on something here that we like to escape on. So I'm not saying you're doing that, but it is easy to fall into the limerence. And if you don't know limerence, I suggest you look that up to see whether you are in a state of limerence due to some sort of trauma or past situation. So let's do a quick energy check so that we know whether indeed this is your pile. Now, because I highly recommend you come here with your intuition, you could certainly say, yeah, this sounds like my pile, and it could very well be your energy here, not your person. So please have your intuition eyes and ears on. And if it kind of sounds like you, but you're not so sure, it could still be your person, because it could very well be mirroring you. So now you need to use your intuition in identifying if this is your energy or your person's, with the caveat that this is a general collective reading for a lot of people. So not everything is going to be 100% applicable. So it is challenging. I hope you use your intuition. My purpose is to help heal and deliver the message as I see it from Spirit, or hear from Spirit. And yes, only to help heal and deliver truths. All right, so Now, I don't know your truth. Hopefully you know your truth, but the truth of what I'm seeing or feeling or what Spirit is delivering. So for your energy check, we have the Four of Swords, the Four of Swords reverse, Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands reverse, and Strength. And we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. All right. So Spirit is saying to leave them as they come out. So why is Four of Swords in reverse? We have the Knight of Pentacles in the exact same spot as we did for pile number 1's check-in. Two of Pentacles. Interesting, this Ace of Swords is giving me heavy Libra vibes, or the Justice card. So it might be resonating with a Libra here. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Seven of Wands reverse. We have Leo out on the table, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Fool in reverse. And bottom of the deck, we have Death. Okay, so this energy check, before we get into your person and whether this connection is something more meaningful. So, big transformation, a big clearing, a big death. I am getting from Spirit heavily that you guys might have experienced a complete shift in your life due to being in this connection with this person here. Okay, now it could very well be that nothing is the same as when you met this person, either in your life or in this connection with this person as far as how it started off. So heavy emphasis on things shifting and transitioning, but I am feeling, because this is your energy check-in, that if you're connecting with you having even like a some sort of a spiritual awakening, a soul death or an ego death of sorts, then this is confirmation. Now this is Scorpio energy as well. So I do feel as though in order for you to resonate here, there's an energy here, most likely your person moving very, very slowly or not moving at all, needing to heal, you wanting them to get to the truth of the matter, you wanting them to bring balance, you wanting them to do healing. You're most likely done some healing because you've had to shed something here, or at least be reborn or transform in some way, most likely due to meeting your person or being in this connection. So you're wanting the truth to come out, you're wanting things to be an equal give and take here. You're wanting your person to either speak the truth or act on the truth, or their intentions to be truthful. You're maybe waiting on them to decide in some way with the Two of Pentacles. Your person's not prioritizing this connection at all, so you're wanting them to take a look or prioritize. Now, you're probably in a state of having to let go of this connection, or have let go of this connection. With the Death, this is the ending. Seven of Wands in reverse, somebody's no longer fighting, somebody's no longer wanting to fight for this connection. And with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, somebody is most likely letting go of maybe where they were holding back and they were really trying to hang on to this connection, but now they're using their willpower to release, to let go, because of the simple fact that there wasn't a beginning in this connection. New beginning, new beginning. If there's no truth, actions, or intentions here, you know, if someone's not communicating what they're thinking or wanting to do here, you can't really start in a practical way with this person. So there hasn't been a commitment, there hasn't been an idea here that something's going to come into fruition in this 3D world. So therefore, there's no breakthrough, there's no movement, it got stale or stagnant, something had to come to an end. Somebody wasn't willing to take a risk here, most likely your person, or take the leap of faith, or you're no longer interested in jumping in and risking anything for this connection because there was no, there was really no stability. There was maybe them not wanting to provide a beginning of stability, or at least wanting to ground something here. Maybe they were flip-floppy, going back and forth, and you just kind of wanted the truth. All right, so if this sounds like your connection, then let's get into the oracle cards here and see what we see. Now I'm going to issue that trigger warning again. If you don't like what you see here, you know, this is only meant to heal. Only take what resonates here. If it doesn't feel right, it could be a message for somebody else. Although I did ask Spirit if this is, you know, if there's something more here to this connection than what you're kind of telling yourself or building up in your mind here, if it's a state of limerence, or if there is something more to this connection felt on the other side from your person, if there's more meaning than what is kind of on the surface here. So let's see. Raw intention with 22. Okay, raw intention. I lovingly accept myself. We have the Witch Doctor with wisdom. Interesting. I like those cards together. The Witch Doctor, wisdom. I lovingly accept myself. Stand firm in the eye of the storm with eclipse and Scorpio. We're seeing Scorpio again. Regeneration. Regeneration. We're seeing ash. Ash is a very, very, very strong tree. And look at those roots. Speaking of regeneration. So we have contemplation with Diana Mudra. And it says, focus. My mind and body rest in effortless contemplation. We're seeing the Two of Pentacles. Effortless contemplation. Integration, balance, and meditation. Okay, I'm going to flip it this way. Number 32. And we have here religion, canon, rules, and commandments. Number 37. Canon, rules, and commandments, 37. All right, religion. We have romantic love, number 39. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection. I'm sorry, let me reread. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Conscious lover. Okay. Answer the call, explore, travel, and live. We have joy here. Beautiful. And I do believe it looks like a dandelion, I think. I don't know. Maybe not. Not sure what flower that is, but it's beautiful. Joy. We have last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. Take a breather. I feel like a lot of you guys are taking a breather there because I did see kind of not fighting for anymore. Preparation with 37. We're seeing 37 here, and with so many numbers and cards, I find that pretty interesting. And that is also the number 10 reduced, and 10 is all about endings, and I felt with the death there, that is an ending, or at least the removal of all old. Okay, let's keep and look at 232s and 237s. That's pretty interesting. You might want to look up angel number 3232 or 3737 just to see what we're getting here, but that I do find interesting. And then we have no. All right, and then we have the number 4 with completion west. And she's holding a puzzle piece. Completion west. Answer the call. Okay. And we have starting fresh. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. And we have between worlds with the number 3. This is all that that death card there. I will be putting this here. I don't want to do that. All right. And we have here 38. Wow. Okay. 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, and the 4th chakra is the heart chakra. Okay. Beautiful pile number 2. What is going on here? This one isn't as clear cut as what we were getting for pile 1, but let's see if I can pick up the energy before I intuitively go through this. Okay, so interesting. I might have to pull some tarot cards here, but this one, Spirit isn't being as clear-cut with the messaging so much, but what Spirit is communicating here is your need for you to really get centered with yourself and understand yourself completely holy, and the fact that you're experiencing or have experienced whatever you have in this situation is preparing you for the next phase here, either with or without this person. I am not certain. Okay, so I don't know whether this person is something that is going to play a significant role here, but what Spirit is really saying is whatever role this person played up until now is really integrated and very much a huge part in your new beginning with self. And I feel like it's a new beginning. We saw the Death card. We're seeing starting fresh. We're seeing between worlds, which is transitioning out of the black and white world or old world into a colored world of who we truly are here. And I feel like with the religion here, it could very well have sparked some sort of a spiritual growth within you, because I do feel like you've completely shifted here. So if you are experiencing some spiritual rebirth here, but for some of you guys could very well even be religious. Now, I do feel like there's a message here for some of you guys that your person might be religious, and there might be something here in which your person is not quite free from some sort of religious holdback here with the no, and with this religion that's not allowing them to move forward in this connection at this time, although you are getting prepared to completely allow yourself to go and start this next chapter. And this is really preparing you to be able to kind of gather all the wisdom, be able to help heal your heart space, open a heart space that might have been hurt, and this is more like a pause I'm feeling from you kind of fully understanding more about this. Now, I'm not saying it's a pause and then you and your person are going to pick up, but I feel like it's a pause from you understanding the greater purpose in this connection. And this is also a connection that has strengthened you in order to allow yourself to build yourself up, love yourself, and have a sort of new purpose here in what you're supposed to be doing here to bring something forward into this world. And also, I feel like your heart space could have been quite closed here. Okay, so I do feel it's quite closed. I do feel like there's something here about you needing to go explore something here, something about travel, something here about you having to experience something still, something you're needing to experience. And once you experience whatever that is, I think then you're ready to face the reality or face what is going on here in this connection specifically. It's like the final piece or the final thing here that you're needing to experience in order for you to then be at that point that you've done everything and you've have the roots of yourself all planted in a way that you're able to then turn the page to the next chapter in this connection. And I do feel like whatever state you are going to be in is going to bring you such joy and thrill that I feel like Spirit really wants you to be in some sort of mind frame that when the decision comes to you having to review this connection as something you want in your life, Spirit really wants you to give it some contemplation, because I feel like there's something about this connection that may be a heaviness here, or it might be something that you're going to have to actively choose if you want to bring on into your life. And Spirit is saying that at some point you might have not have been either seeing clearly or would have been welcoming or taking on something here that could have been very taxing and backbreaking. And but also, not only that, Spirit wants you to experience, because I do feel like there's something here, this last piece, this completion of your own self being almost whole here, in fully loving self and fully experiencing what you need to in order for you to have a backbone or support system here for another person in a state in which you guys are coming together. Not saying you have to be their support for the bulk of the connection, but in order for it to work, there's something here that you are definitely going to need. But then once you have that, it is still your choice to consider, to contemplate whether you want to move forward in a situation where I feel there's something more going on here. And I feel could very well be around this religion thing, with rules, maybe with your person's value, something here your person has as a thing that I feel I'm getting very heavy Hierophant vibes here that is important to your person, like a tradition, a value, a religion, an ideology, a something here that I feel is up in the mix or needing to be addressed, or something here that you're going to have to look at in a way. But I feel like your heart space is definitely healing, and I do feel like at the same time I feel like your person, I can't get a lot about what's going on with them, to be honest with you. It's almost like spirit is really focusing on you, focusing on your energy, focusing on you being where you need to be, and the reason why this has happened, and maybe why you've let go, and maybe why you're moved on. And there's still something to do with you having to do something here. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to travel, but I feel like there's some distance between you and something that needs to happen here in order for you to be at the place where you need to be. Then you're ready to kind of stand firm in the eye of the storm, which is, do you want to take this connection on or not at some point? Because I feel like this may come back around here with your person, and then you're seeing it from fresh eyes. You're seeing it from a different perspective. You're seeing it now from a state where you can really consider and contemplate whether you want to or not, just because you're capable of it and are strong enough and have the roots to do it. Do you want to stand firm in the eye of the storm or not? Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to be the backbone again of the connection or support this person, but in order to make something work, it will take two people. And if you're not in a state of where you need to be to make it work, hence why it probably hasn't worked. And I feel like there's something about where you started when you met this person with raw intention that would have not have resulted in what it would have resulted if you were in your true authentic experience. And then at a point, a milestone point here, because all of this is preparing you here, filling you with wisdom in order for you kind of to be like this witch doctor in a situation here in which, even if you're not romantically involved with your person, you might still be able to be in this person's life and add value, to add wisdom here to somebody who might really respect you or might learn a lot or heal a lot from you, regardless of what role you play. But let's say if you went in with raw intention and something went horribly wrong because you guys were in different state of being, then you could have definitely pissed each other off, or just, disconnected or blocked each other, never heard from each other again, or whatever happened, and then there wouldn't be healing. So I do feel like this is divinely orchestrated here. You are experiencing something here in order to be the wisdom here for your person at some point in time. Again, whether it be through romantic, friendly, just having that communication with somebody that they know. I don't know how that appears, but there is something here. And there could be more than just one thing. I feel like there's something, though, you're close to some sort of preparation here. So you're needing to kind of take a time out here in order to go experience what that is. And I don't know how long that will be. So what I'll do, though, is I'll just pull a little bit of tarot here to get a little bit more, because I don't want to push spirit as far as, this connection's future so much, because I do feel like it's in your hands. You're going to have to do some sort of contemplation here, whether you want to, again, just because you're capable of it, do you want to invest here with your wisdom in some sort of support here? If your person's ideology or something here that they're kind of hung up on or unable to move from, or maybe they don't want to move from, but in order for something to click here on a romantic level, maybe there needs to be a meeting of the minds. All right, so let's just see if we can see just a little bit more in regards to what is this journey, this final puzzle piece, in order to prepare you for this phase here. Anything further Spirit wants to show? We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Interesting. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So we have the counterparts, divine counterparts. This is definitely clarifying for those of you guys, wondering, is this like a soulmate person? Is this your divine counterpart? Well, certainly we have both the King and Queen of Swords, both of them in reverse. And I feel like what this means is now's not the time. Spirit's just reiterating this. Spirit wants you to be in your boundaries, but not only have boundaries, but be remove yourself and cut yourself off from engaging in this connection. Same with this King of Swords. He's in reverse. So you guys are both looking opposite ways, cutting each other out, not investing, not putting in energy, not putting in effort in this time. And maybe that's the experience that Spirit wants you to go through here in order for you to understand, to love self, to be able to part, cut someone out, not pour in energy and effort here, because this is like the most dedicated card, putting in energy, time, effort, you know, staying dedicated to something here. And I feel like Spirit's saying, no, don't do that. So I don't see any other real task other than what it's showing me here. And I did ask, so hopefully that adds some insight. Yeah, that is what we're going to see. And if this did not resonate, go check out another pile, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 3. If you picked the pink bird, I'm so thrilled that you are here, and I hope to God that you listen to the intro there. And since I don't trust anyone, I'm going to repeat it because it's very important, if you're going to listen to this reading, that you understand what this reading is about. All right, so I am going to ask Spirit whether this connection, the person on your mind, is something you've built up in your mind due to some trauma, due to some attachment. Maybe you're fantasizing something grandiose here in regards to somebody here based on, like I said, an attachment that isn't real. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. We're asking Spirit this, or if there is a higher purpose, meaning to this connection. Is this something more? Is this something spiritual? Is this something that your person, the person on the other side, is also aware of or feeling, or at least the divine is understanding that there's something more grand here? Because last thing we want to do is attach ourselves to a fantasy based on a trauma of limerence. And if you don't know what limerence is, please go check it out, because it is not healthy if we are trying to bond, have an attachment with someone, or fantasize something here that is either not healthy for us. So my intent is to help heal. I am very highly spiritual, so if you believe you have a spiritual connection with your person, then I do support that for sure. But my intention is always to heal and deliver the message from Spirit. All right, so let's take a look, and we will ask the tarot, first of all, whether this is your pile to listen to. Now, more than ever, please come with your intuition, because I'm going to ask if this sounds like something that you resonate with. And if it is, I may be tapping into your own energy. Okay, and if I tap into your own energy, you might need to, obviously, one, know that that's your energy, but decipher, could that be your person mirroring you? Okay, because in these types of connections, there could be heavy mirroring, and it could certainly still be your person. So definitely use your intuition there. And keep in mind, this is a collective reading, so I'm doing this for quite a bit of people, so not everything will resonate. So it might be difficult for you to decipher through all of that. So that's why you need to use your intuition. And of course, your intuition beats my intuition all day, every day. All right, so now that I said that, if you're not in the mood to hear what Spirit has to say, please go check out another video, because I do intend on communicating exactly what I see here. So Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. How are they going to know that this is the connection, the person they came here about? Can we get quick energy check for pile number 3? Thank you so much. Clear and concise message. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy here and your energy around you. This is a timeless reading. So we have the Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy. We have the 3 of Cups, and we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. We have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the Lovers in reverse? We have the Page of Wands. Why is the 3 of Cups here, Spirits? We have the Knight of Pentacles, almost in the exact same spot as 1 and 2. He was in this position for both piles, so very interesting. He's showing up again. Knight of Pentacles. All right, why is the 10 of Wands in reverse here? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So now we have the Page of Wands upright, Knight of Wands in reverse. Why is the 4 of Pentacles in reverse? We have the 4 of Swords. And then finally, why is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Knights and Pages. We have 3 Knights coming out. I'm just going to get one clarifier here for the lovers. One clarifier for the lovers, spirits. The King of Wands in reverse. Okie dokie, smoky. Okay. How are you going to know this is your pile? This is an energy check for you. And if it sounds more like your person, then chances are the next part is probably going to be your energy. But I feel like somebody here was not, and again, I'll read this like your energy. You're coming up as this King of Wands, okay? So you're Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your birth chart, or at least your fiery type personality here. And you're optimistic. You kind of want to explore, but somehow there's something here about this connection coming to an end, okay? So either we had to decide to pursue the person we love here with the lovers, because it's a choice, and it's a decision between, you know, do we choose to remain as we are or pursue another person? It could be, do we choose this person or that person? It could mean, do we pursue our career or someone we love? It's like a choice we're having to make in love. And usually it has to do with a partnership. The fact that it's in reverse, it's like the either this option has been removed or there's an ending to partnership. And I feel like the ending to the partnership is because this King of Wands, which I'm picking up as your energy, which is a beautiful fiery type personality. It's kind of like my way or the highway type energy here, especially when it comes to love readings. But this person did not pursue or have, and I know you probably don't want to hear it, but the courage to step forward or the confidence to step forward here to continue to choose this connection or this partnership for whatever reason. Now there is a desire to and an optimism and a passion here, but it's at a page level. So I feel like what the energy here for you to know whether this is your pile is like, yeah, I'm attracted to my person in a page level here, but I'm inexperienced and I want to know what that looks like. But if I have to be kind of more in my king energy here and show up, and I don't know that I'm confident enough or mature enough to make something happen here. So I feel like there was an ending here of a connection. And I feel like there could be a third energy here. Now, it doesn't have to be you're with somebody else. It could be your person's with somebody else. Or it could just be that there's some energy here that is interfering in this connection. So somebody could be distracted, there could be drinking, there could be networking, there could be somebody taking things lightly. Again, I'm getting more somebody taking things really lightly here. Maybe they don't want to get so heavily invested here. So they're keeping in page energy, and this is all about keeping things light and networking and friends. And it could also be clarifying for you guys. You might be in a period of no contact right now, needing to either reconcile or go through periods of reconciliation off and on here. So slow moving. I feel this has been very, 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 very slow. And I feel like you've been moving fairly slow here in this connection, almost to a halt. And I feel like because it was moving slow, because it wasn't getting very serious, because somebody didn't show up to choose the connection and kind of stayed in page energy, the straw broke the camel's back here, and there was a heavy burden here on the connection. And I feel like the connection, you know, like the straw broke the camel's back. So most likely your person said, I can't do this. Most likely your person is just no longer in this connection here because the lover is in reverse. And I am picking up that either your person broke it off here or it just didn't pan out because nothing was moving because of the burden here. That just, it was too much. You know, when it's upright, it's about to break and someone's kind of at their limits. When it's in reverse, it's like it just, yeah, it was just too much to withstand. So it kind of came to an end. And I do feel like there is still a desire here, an attraction for your person, but you know that coming in an energy of a knight here, which is somebody who's full of passion and desire to kind of get what they want, and then they can't commit or they fizzle out here, isn't a way to approach the situation because it's been burdening this situation. So can't show up as a Knight of Wands, can't show up as a Page of Wands, got to show up as a King of Wands, but I didn't. and I couldn't for whatever reason. So now there's a straw that broke the camel's back. I still can't come in as this hot and heavy player energy here. So there is a letting go of this connection. Now, either you're learning to let go of this connection here, but this is always my kind of playing it safe or hanging on or holding back, or yeah, holding back or hanging on to comfort zone or playing safe can also be stability, but in reverse, like nothing was stable here. Nothing was planted here to give stability to this connection, because I do feel like there needs to be some healing done. And I feel like nothing got planted here. This is a new beginning in planting something in this material world. So like, you know, actually solidifying this connection, or committing, or like making something of this, rather than just kind of you know, talking about it, or emotionally kind of getting together, or physically getting together, but not like actually planting some sort of stability here, or grounding something practical. Okay, so I don't feel it was moving forward. And I feel here with the Knight of Swords in reverse, this is this could be somebody who I'm getting two energies here. So somebody wasn't up for the challenge to plant something here or move forward, and they weren't moving quick enough, okay, because they were always moving this Knight of Pentacles, and they needed to move a bit fast here, but it was going to cause conflict, or at least they weren't wanting to. Or somebody here is now a little bit angry or hurtful here in how they're confronting this situation. And I do feel like there is some healing that needs to happen here, or at least a period of pause. So I'm going to pull one clarifier, actually one for the Four of Swords, one for the Knight of Swords, and then we'll get into the energy of the main reading here. I didn't intend on this being so long, but I'm not quite sure what this is indicating here. So, okay, that's clear. So yeah, healing needs to happen here in order for there to be a realization of full emotional fulfillment from both sides coming together. This is like two people coming together to build a legacy when it comes to family and sharing of emotions. The Ten of Cups are two people. Okay, so full realization of emotions hasn't been established here, and as we can see, because I mean the Four Pentacles could be something very solid, but nothing's practical. Not even the seed got planted here, so it couldn't get stable, can't have the full potential here until there's healing done. And I do feel like there is something very faded about this connection with the Wheel of Fortune, very faded. And I do feel like it's also cyclical. So we're seeing 2 tens, so potentially it ends, reconciliation, it moves slow. Somebody comes in as a Knight of Wands, like player energy, gets what they want. It breaks the camel's back. And then the cycle continues on and on again. It's over, and so on and so forth. And then they end. So you could be in the middle of a cyclical pattern here. But I feel like because it's clarifying this Knight of Swords, somebody isn't moving fast enough, or somebody isn't just acting on impulse. Somebody is not wanting to plant the seed here. And potentially somebody could be very hurtful, or they're more concerned with their own intentions and words than they are feelings here, because the only feelings I see are the Three of Cups, which is lighthearted, friends, networking, that type of thing is very lighthearted. And then we do see the Ten of Cups, which would be the ultimate emotional fulfillment, but it's in reverse. So it's like not realized. Okay, so if this sounds like your energy, again, could sound like your person. But if it's your energy, then we're going to look at your person, or the flip person here, and whether this person is more than what you're kind of assigning to them in your mind. Are you in a state of limerence? Is this kind of a fantasy connection you're building up, or does this person actually feel the same? Is there something more here that Spirit wants to communicate? Or are you just kind of, again, in your own attachment, trauma bonding, in your own way of giving more weight to this connection than you should? So the sacred flow of yes. Look at that koi fish. Number 30 could be significant. Reduced to 3, which is all about working together, cooperation, collaboration, building something greater than both of you guys could do on your own. And number 3 is the third house. And that's all about the mind, all about communication, all about interests, and yeah, interesting. Okay, let's keep going. Again, my intention is to heal here, okay? So if you're not prepared to hear this answer, then you can go check out another reading here, but I will be communicating what Spirit is saying here. Believing is seeing. Sacred flow of yes, believing is seeing. Okay, lots of stars. We have conjuring, legacy. Well, we're certainly seeing legacy there with the 10 of Cups. Conjuring legacy, but it was in reverse, so that's interesting. We have bring peace to your life and your relationships will flourish. Moon and Libra. Number 19 or the number 10 again, which is all about endings, and it says love. Beautiful love. We have oak, and there's the three, what are the chestnuts? Acorns, sorry. 3 acorns and an oak leaf. And the number 3 keeps standing out to me for some reason. It's like working together. I feel like somebody's not showing up to work together to ground something here. So we have opening, the number 17 or the number 8. Yoni Mudra. And this says focus. I open to the divine feminine within me. Inner cycles, fluidity, and feminine awakening. So I'm getting a very heavy message, and I normally want to see them all before I go, but I feel like I'm really picking up an energy here where somebody is needing to get very balanced within their because we all carry divine masculine and feminine energies, okay? And I believe the anima is carried in the masculine, and that's the feminine, divine feminine here. That's needing to be open in order to, yeah, I open to the divine feminine within me. Okay, interesting. Let's keep going. Love conquers all. Enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment with 24. Or the number 6, which is the Lover's card in the tarot. Okay. And we did see the Lover's card there coming out in reverse, the first card, which is Gemini. Love conquers all. We have passion with 34. Or the number 7, the frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Okay. Interesting. We have get into nature, coexist, gather and limit waste. We have acceptance. I'll put this one right here. Actually, I think I'm going to do this. There we go. Okay. Acceptance. And we have new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. Okay, we have soar with 46. Number 10 coming out again, which is an ending. Okay, and then we have recovery. A very strong message here, and I'm feeling very heavy divine masculine energy. Attraction with magnetism, number 37. Yes, so this is number 10 again. Lots of 10s here, you guys. 10 could be significant. October could certainly be significant. It's also Libra, which is all about bringing in balance. So we have attraction and magnetism. Balance. I keep hearing balance here. Okay, and magnetism here. Passion is here. Love, love. The sacred flow of yes. Acceptance. Divine feminine. Okay. Cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. Okay, and then we have Treasure Island with the number 9. That's beautiful. And we have 37 coming out again. We have 37 twice. Look up angel number 3737, and I do believe that came out for pile number 1, which is amazing considering I have so many oracle cards here, that these numbers and like how many cards in the tarot pack would come out. You know, I don't believe in coincidence here. So 3737 angel number could definitely be a thing here. But again, number 10 coming in strongly, which is the end of some cycle. And we were seeing the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like something's closing out here. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Third chakra. Interesting. Okay, well, you guys, third chakra and up, I feel, is very divine feminine. And I feel like the lower chakras are definitely divine masculine. And we have opening here. So I felt as though I would be reading for the flip person here from the energy check, but I feel like I'm reading this person's energy here, okay? And so this could be your energy here, if you resonate with that being your energy. You're really needing to step into your King of Wands, which is your confidence here. But I feel like what's happening is, I mean, the King of Wands is very much in his masculine energy to step forward, but I feel like something here about not believing in your ability to receive and give love on a level here that is required. But I feel like there is a passion, there is a really being drawn to your person. So what I'm feeling Spirit is saying here is that the whole purpose of this connection here is it's allowing you to, well, I'm getting a couple of messages here. You're having to experience to step up and to really be confident in yourself. So I feel like not only are you learning to work on your divine feminine energy here, okay, which is how to receive, how to speak about love, how to open the heart chakra, how to be able to be receptive and be agreeable and not in this Page of Wands or Knight of Wands energy. It is a lot more calm. It is a lot more cultivated, okay? And I do feel like what Spirit is wanting you to do is to build a legacy for yourself of happiness, of love, and to believe that there is something more here possible for you. And this connection is allowing you to live through it so that you believe what you're seeing is possible for you to build your legacy here. But you'll need to work together here to build something greater than yourself within this connection. And Spirit's really emphasizing in love, conquering passion, love conquering any sort of challenge that you have here. And it's really pushing you to the point of having to do whatever it takes for you to get there. I feel like you're recovering from something as well, possibly, you know, your own self-esteem, possibly addictions, possibly bad habits, possibly distractions, possibly things you tell yourself. Spirit wants you to soar. Spirit wants you to be in your highest self here, step up and lead, and really commit yourself here with New Moon and Capricorn to your recovery, to your healing, to your growth, to committing to working together with someone else to build a legacy, to believe what you're seeing here as a relationship that will flourish, that will bring you kind of to the promised land here with the Treasure Island, okay? But I do feel like it's a cycle of something ending, and it could very well be an opportunity for you now to step into this. You could continuously keep ending cycles here within this connection and continuously not choose to show up, or continuously be pulled in with the attraction, magnetism, and passion, rather than doing the extra work here in opening up divine feminine space and recognizing through love that there is a greater purpose here in you being able to cultivate abundance here that stands longer than just even with the oak, this is something very sturdy. This is something, the oak tree is very strong. This is something that can outlast just like a short-lived sort of experience here. There's a need to accept self, there's a need to let things flow and understand it is sacred, because I do feel like there is something about trying to block or not wanting to see or not wanting to work together, not wanting to, yeah, work together here and allow things to flow in a natural way. So we're resisting, we're fighting. It's talking about lasting commitments here. And I do feel like this is all a lesson for you to lead to your highest self and to allow you to soar. And this will allow your heart to recover and also allow you to bring in a whole bunch of abundance in your life. So this is soul purpose here, but I do feel like this is the main coming together of this connection. So is there a greater purpose? I would definitely say absolutely. I don't feel like this is something in your head. I feel like this is something pushing you and you're really attracted here to your person. But I feel like the attraction here is really a huge pull, because Spirit wants to keep you in some sort of a Wheel of Fortune pattern until you get clear and open and honest about seeing this is something you have to really want for yourself in order to build for your future. Seeing, believing is seeing. Believing is seeing. And since you are most likely experiencing something here you're not wanting to witness, or you're turning away from, or you're shying away from, you're impacting what you could build for your own legacy, what you could build around love and commitment and acceptance and allowing things to flow naturally for yourself. And I do feel like it's great abundance here. I feel like there's future potential here for sure. Now, I don't see a whole lot about the other person, so I didn't do this for number one, but I do want to see, is there something more here? Because this sounds like a connection about your growth, or at least this person's growth here in this connection. So it sounds very twin flame-ish here, or at least some sort of karmic partnership here for there to be growth. Spirit, is there anything further we can see about, what is kind of the flip person's purpose here then? Is their sole purpose just to entertain some sort of growth process here for this individual? What are we not seeing on the flip side here? More information. Clear and concise, please. Thank you. So we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles. Not surprised to see it in reverse. And then we have the Three of Wands. So Spirit is really saying here, again, not really showing what your person's experience is, but I feel your person is either cut you out or is very cold and is put in a boundary, but not only a boundary, but is very cold or cut you out here. And I feel like most likely ended this connection or isn't doing a give and take here in this balance, especially if you're at a 10 here, which is the end of a cycle and a period of break here, because I feel like there is no collaboration, there is no cooperation, there is no working together to build something greater than each of you guys could on your own, a legacy here. Because you saw something here, but you didn't believe in it. You didn't act in it. You didn't let love kind of conquer. Maybe you were more led with your passions, but you weren't stepping up and leading or taking this higher role. And I do feel like it's all about the future here with the Three of Wands. This is us waiting for our ships to come in to plan, prepare for our future so we could build our legacy and turn our back on any sort of situations that aren't serving us, that we need to recover from. So if we have low confidence, or if we have friend groups or situations that are kind of holding us down, we're supposed to be planning for the future here and what that looks like. So I feel like your person is definitely in an energy of not wanting to have a partnership unless there's a collaboration in order for there to be a future here with this person. The Queen of Air here, or the Queen of Swords, is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I am tempted though to pull 3 more here just for some advice here for beautiful pile number 3. What is the advice here for pile number 3? Is there further guidance, advice for pile number 3 that will help? Well, Spirit just keeps saying it's important to work together. If you see a truth here, to step up and stand up in your King of Wands energy. So we have the Page of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Sun. I love the Sun because the Sun is a very positive card. And here we have a bunch of sunflowers. The Sun is talking about clarity. and it fell right under the Three of Pentacles. I felt very strongly that you're not showing up or working or committing yourself to what it is that you can do to contribute here, to make something work in a grounded way, okay? Because I feel like, yes, we can have emotions, we can have passion, we could show up as Knights of Wands and share passion, and then, you know, express emotions. But unless we're grounding something and actually committing ourselves to planting something, a legacy, a future here, then I feel it falls short of your progression or your ability to move here. Now, Page of Swords is, again, this infancy stage of learning, and pages are all about, you know, communication. So I need to communicate truth, I need to communicate intentions, I need to communicate what we plan on acting and doing. But I feel like it's the beginning stages of asking ourselves and going there in our mind and really asking questions. This in reverse is like we're not doing that, and we could be quite immature. We could be like, this is also somebody who is spying or snooping or going through memories or, you know, messages, that sort of a thing. And I feel like with the Seven of Cups, this is all about fantasy. So maybe we were all up in our head here with passion, having fantasies. This is clouded judgment. This is having too many options, muddled thinking, not choosing correctly. It's in reverse. Spirit is saying to get clear about what option. And when you see 7 goblets, you could choose the goblet of repeating old cycles. You could choose the goblet of, you know, I don't know, whatever, insignificant nights out. You can choose the goblet of just things that don't fulfill you. And one of these choices is choosing this connection and our growth. So there's a need to choose wisely. There's a need to shed light and clarity and get very clear about what we want to choose. Get out of the muddled thinking, get out of fantasy, get into reality, get into practicality, make sense of it. And there should be a lot of abundance and joy and clarity and contentment in building a future here for yourself and for this person that is around a legacy, is around a 10 of Cups. And I feel like right now there is muddled thinking because you're not prioritizing out of maybe an immaturity or a need to get clear. And I do feel like further clarity is needed. So I feel like there's an end of a cycle here, which you could just be repeating again, or maybe you could actually be seeing this as an opportunity to believe in something bigger, balancing out your divine feminine energy here and getting in tune, you know, with your chakras. Like, where are their blocks? You know, is your heart space open? Is your, you know, your throat chakra open? Are you in touch with spirit? Are you, you know, addressing what's going on in your sacral chakra? Just really being in tune with where your energy is sitting and being able to communicate, I think, is the big one here. You know, acting in truth and communicating your truth and getting very curious about what that means, what the options mean, and getting clear, certain. All right, so I don't know if this is what you wanted to see, but this is what we got. If this wasn't what you wanted to see, maybe there's another pile here with the message for you. Beautiful pile number 3. I love you very much. I hope this helped heal. That is always my intention. Again, if the message did not resonate, do not take it. And yeah, hopefully I see you guys here again soon. All right, see you soon. Bye.